Not a single reconnaissance satellite publicly logged its departure. No flight plan appeared in any civilian registry. No official Pentagon briefing ever acknowledged its existence. And yet, scattered across the Nevada desert, something unusual began to happen. Ground-based radar operators noticed faint returns where nothing should have been. Infrared sensors recorded brief, unexplained thermal signatures at altitudes and speeds that defied conventional aircraft profiles. And on rare occasions, grainy videos surfaced online, clips quickly removed, showing a dark, tailless aircraft cutting silently across restricted airspace near America's most secretive test sites. Taken individually, these incidents could be dismissed as anomalies. Together, they tell a different story, one that leads to a single, unsettling conclusion. The F-47 may already be flying, but is that really possible? And if so, what exactly is the United States building behind the curtain of classified aviation? Today, we're diving into what may be the most secretive aircraft program ever attempted, and why it represents a fundamental break from everything that came before it. The history of American air power is written as much in shadows as it is in official records. Long before stealth became a buzzword, engineers were quietly testing radar-absorbing shapes in remote deserts. Programs like Lockheed's early stealth prototypes and the infamous Have Blue project never existed on paper, until they suddenly changed the balance of global air warfare. Then there was Aurora, a rumored hypersonic aircraft said to streak across the night sky in the 1990s, leaving sonic signatures but no proof. To this day, its existence remains unconfirmed, suspended between leaked budget lines and eyewitness accounts. But the situation surrounding the F-47 is different. This time, the evidence doesn't come from a single source or decade-old rumors. It comes from a convergence of procurement data, defense contracts, Air Force statements, leaked imagery, and consistent sightings, each reinforcing the same conclusion. Something real is taking shape. Over the past decade, dozens of contracts tied to advanced propulsion, autonomous systems, artificial intelligence, and next-generation stealth materials have quietly appeared under vague program names. Engineers linked to those projects have moved between Boeing, Northrop Grumman, and classified Air Force research divisions. And near Groom Lake, activity has increased around hangars that had sat dormant for years. What's emerging isn't speculation anymore. It's a pattern. To understand why the F-47 exists, you have to understand the problem it was built to solve. During the Cold War, air superiority was straightforward. Build aircraft that fly faster, climb higher, and carry better weapons than the enemy. Fighters were platforms, standalone machines designed to dominate the sky through performance. That world is gone. Modern battlefields evolve faster than airframes can be upgraded. Sensor networks span continents. Missiles communicate mid-flight. Artificial intelligence processes information faster than any human ever could. In this environment, even legendary aircraft face an expiration date. The U.S. Air Force quietly acknowledged this reality years ago. Even the F-22 Raptor, once considered untouchable, was designed for a different era. The F-35, while revolutionary in its own way, is still constrained by human reaction times and legacy concepts of combat. And so the Air Force reached a sobering conclusion. Incremental upgrades were no longer enough. What was needed wasn't simply a new fighter. It was an entirely new way of fighting wars in the air. The F-47 was never designed to fit into today's battle space. It was designed to define tomorrow's. At the heart of the program lies a single, transformative concept: network-centric warfare. The F-47 is not meant to operate alone. Instead, it serves as the command hub of a distributed combat ecosystem. Picture a single crewed aircraft directing dozens of autonomous drones, some armed, some acting as decoys, others gathering intelligence or jamming enemy sensors. These loyal wingmen extend the fighter's reach hundreds of miles beyond its own sensors and weapons. In combat, the F-47 doesn't simply engage targets. It orchestrates the entire fight. This shift became inevitable in the early 2020s. Autonomous drones moved from experimental curiosities to frontline tools. Infrared search and track systems improved dramatically, threatening even stealth aircraft. Quantum radar research promised to challenge traditional radar evasion. Hypersonic weapons reduced engagement timelines to seconds. Human pilots, no matter how skilled, could no longer keep up. And so the F-47 was designed around artificial intelligence from the ground up. Although officially classified, enough details have leaked to allow a rough picture of the aircraft itself. The F-47 appears to be a tailless, blended-body stealth fighter, an evolution of concepts first explored decades ago. Observers describe a smooth, angular fuselage with wings seamlessly integrated into the body, eliminating sharp edges and reflective surfaces. Its silhouette reportedly resembles a fusion of the Northrop YF-23 and modern European stealth concepts, optimized not just for radar evasion, but for all aspects survivability. And then there's what isn't there. No vertical stabilizers. Removing vertical tails drastically reduces radar cross-section, but it also introduces extreme instability. An aircraft without tails simply does not want to fly, unless controlled by constant high-speed computational corrections. To make this possible, engineers rely on advanced fly-by-wire systems, distributed control surfaces, and possibly even active airflow control. Microvents embedded in the fuselage may manipulate airflow in real time, stabilizing the aircraft without traditional control surfaces. This isn't science fiction. The technology already exists. Powering this radical airframe is an equally radical propulsion system. Two competing adaptive cycle engines have been developed under the Next Generation Adaptive Propulsion Program, General Electric's XA-102 and Pratt & Whitney's XA-103. Unlike traditional jet engines, these systems can change their internal configuration mid-flight. In cruise mode, they prioritize efficiency, extending range and endurance. In combat mode, they redirect airflow to maximize thrust and cooling, allowing sustained high-speed flight without afterburners. The advantages are enormous. First, the F-47 is believed to supercruise comfortably at speeds approaching Mach 1.8. without the fuel penalties of afterburners. Second, its combat radius may exceed 1,000 nautical miles, far greater than any current fighter. Third, its thermal signature is dramatically reduced, a critical factor in an age dominated by infrared sensors. Some analysts believe the aircraft may even incorporate partial electric propulsion, enabling ultra-quiet operations during takeoff, landing, or loiter phases. Raw performance, however, is only part of the equation. The true heart of the F-47 is not its engine, it's its brain. The aircraft's onboard AI is designed to process vast streams of data in real time, far beyond human capability. Sensor fusion, threat prioritization, electronic warfare coordination, and drone management all occur continuously, without pilot input. From the beginning, the program envisioned optionally unmanned variants. In some missions, a human pilot may remain on board. In others, the aircraft could be remotely operated or fully autonomous. Programs like Skyborg and the Air Force's Vanguard AI initiatives laid the groundwork for this transformation. The F-47 is their culmination. In future conflicts, the pilot becomes a mission commander rather than a traditional aviator. Human judgment is reserved for strategic decisions, while machines handle reaction speed combat. While official details remain classified, procurement data offers clues about the F-47's arsenal. Its internal weapons bays are believed to accommodate a wide range of advanced systems, including the AIM-260 long-range air-to-air missile, designed to outmatch any existing adversary. There are indications it may carry the massive AIM-174B, derived from the SM-6 naval interceptor, giving it unprecedented engagement range. For strike missions, the aircraft is expected to deploy the AGM-158 DJA-SSMXR, capable of striking targets over 1,000 nautical miles away. Miniature cruise missiles and next-generation interceptors allow flexible loadouts depending on mission requirements. There are even rumors, unconfirmed but persistent, of a low-power defensive laser system, designed to neutralize incoming missiles or drones at close range. This is not merely a fighter aircraft, it is a flying combat network. So why do so many analysts believe the F-47 is already airborne? The answer lies in a trail of quiet confirmations. Around Groom Lake, aviation watchers reported unusual activity beginning in the early 2020s. Flights occurred at odd hours. A previously unused hangar complex became active again. Then came the sightings, a dark, tailless aircraft appearing briefly before vanishing into restricted airspace. Some speculated it was the SR-72 hypersonic reconnaissance platform. Others suggested experimental drone tests. But in 2023, a critical detail emerged. At least 3 next-generation air dominance demonstrators already existed. Even earlier, in 2020, then Assistant Secretary of the Air Force for Acquisition, Dr. Will Roper, confirmed that a 6th-generation fighter demonstrator had been built and flown. Those aircraft remain classified, but many believe they served as the technological foundation for what would eventually become the F-47. Officially, the Air Force maintains that a public unveiling will occur later this decade, with operational capability expected around 2028. Unofficially, the timeline looks very different. Because in modern warfare, secrecy is a weapon. Revealing a capability too early allows adversaries time to adapt. Keeping it hidden forces them to plan in the dark. The F-47 may already be fulfilling that role, testing systems, refining doctrine, and quietly reshaping air combat before anyone is ready to respond. So the question remains, is the silhouette of America's next-generation fighter already carving paths through the night sky above Nevada? Or are we only seeing the first hints of something even larger still to come? Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's deep dive, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's unfolding in the shadows of military aviation. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.